So, I have another journal reading for you. Today's date is December 19th, 2025. Here we go. There's a lot I don't know, especially when it comes to the self. It's funny how with others I can see clearly a string of events and what it all could or is leading to, but with myself, it's only the immediate moment. Sure, I can imagine different possibilities for myself, but none seem to stick. We all remain just that, possibilities. I cannot say for sure why I have difficulties choosing a concrete path, but I know that the more I remain open, the more I am blessed by the unexpected. As strange as this may sound, even the path I am currently walking and seem to have locked in, I do not feel locked in. I feel little obligation outside of needing to make money in order to survive. At times, I feel a pull to spend time alone, in contemplation, a pull to be more selective with my energy, a pull, for lack of a better word, to exert less force and be in flow. There's a book I read recently that touched on this idea, Siddhartha, by Hermann Hesse. Think, wait, fast. Although the book never explicitly states anything about going with the flow or following the path of least resistance, it's all in the subtext. Every soul has its own path and has its own timing. As a collective, we've been trained to force, that if we want change, we must exert a lot of energy in order to change. But I believe that's not necessary. If it is time for the change you seek to be, it'll manifest itself in your life, requiring minimal effort on your end. To act against our natural inclination or desire only brings about unnecessary suffering. An example of this would be smoking. All my life, I've been around people that smoke. At times, even I've smoked for a week or two, then quit. I hold no judgment for people who choose to smoke, but I think there's a lot of negative energy projected onto the act of smoking that leads to certain smokers developing a guilty conscience or shame about their habits. And it's from this guilt or shame that they tell themselves they should quit, and even attempt to quit. They quit for a while, but eventually there comes a relapse. And the reason for the relapse is because they quit out of shame or guilt, not because the desire to quit naturally manifested itself. As contrary to popular belief as this may be, I believe it is better to follow one's true desire to the very end. Only then will the desire naturally dissipate, and this includes smoking. To go against one natural desire before it is ready to leave you only adds a layer of suffering to the suffering the desire may or may not already cause.